Hello guys, and welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. So guys, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. So this is actually a continuation of our cupped corset that we did last week with our lace hem. So at the end of the day, this was what I came up with. So for the neckline drape, that yoke, my fabric was not enough, so I had to use a different tool fabric. So other than that, every other thing is still the same process. Just follow the same way, you'll be able to cut and sew this dress. So these are all of my patterns. We are going to start stitching. Yeah, so the first thing, I have all of my patterns on the table, so I'm taking out the pins from the fabric. That's taking out the pins from the pattern so I can remove them. And then the next thing, you can see the front is divided into three pieces. That is how the back is divided into three pieces also, and all of them, they are just straight stitches. So you can see, so we're just going to be stitching them straight. So I'll just hold this and then I'll stitch it down. So all of them, they are just straight stitches. So I'll stitch it down straight, and then I'll take the other part, I will stitch it down also. So please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel. Like the video, share it with your friends and your colleagues. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so this is one part of the front, so I am taking the other part. So this is the other side of the cup, and then you are going to place it this way, so you can just see the way I did it. It's a simple process. All of them, they are just normal straight stitches. Okay, and then this is the last part of my front piece. I am going to place it like this. You can see the way I am placing it, and then I am going to stitch it down. Okay, so like I said, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like my video. So after everything, this is the back piece. So I brought the back piece also. The back, like I said, is divided into three also from our previous pattern drafting. So this kind of corset, so you can see I am going to pick them. So I just pick all of them one. Make sure you label them carefully, okay, so that you will not get confused. But if you have been doing this, you won't get confused. That's just it. But if it is your first time, or if you are still learning, your hand is not very strong, just please label them properly, so that will help you, so you don't mix them up, you don't stitch the wrong one on the wrong side. Okay, so after stitching everything, this is what I have. So I'm trying to place the last piece together, and then just after that you are going to iron. Okay, so after ironing, I did my external boning chambers, because since I'm going to do a lace placement, I did an external boning chambers. In case you don't know how to do external boning chambers, I have the link, I have the video on my YouTube channel. So at this point, what I am trying to do, I'm trying to measure the length. In case you want to register for my online classes, you can just see my number. So you can see I came down by that point I'm marking now is 21. So you can see from that 21, I marked it down to 24. So my basque is going to come to like 24 inches. So you can see I am just marking it. So you can see I just curved it. That's just basically I curved it into the side. So my back and my front, you can see I place them together. Make sure that the two sides that they correspond. Okay, and then for my back piece, I wanted the back neckline to be down a little bit, so I cut out about 2 inches. So the back neckline is actually straight, so I just took out about 2 inches from that back neckline. Okay, so after that, I have all of my pieces. The next thing, we're going to do the lace placement now. So it is a simple process. Okay, so I decided to do the lace placement now, not when I finish making the whole dress. So you can see the basket looks good. So this is my lace. I'm going to trim out this edge because I'm going to use it for the edge. So for the lace placement, I'll just place my lace like this. Can you see? So I'll pin them, and then as I pin, I'll use my hands to make sure that I pull the lace, making sure that it does not have any excess. So, and after that, I'm going to trim them out like this, and then I'll stitch it around all round. So after stitching all round, I am going to trim out every excess that I have. So like I said, this is a simple process that you can use. So my lace does not have stones, that much stones, so it is easy for you to achieve this. So I'll do the same thing to the front piece. So this is after doing everything, after placing the lace on the all of my pieces. The next thing, I am going to join the side seam of the front and the side seam of the back, because I'm doing an inseam finishing. So that's the lining after joining the back and the front, and then I'll join them together. So after joining, you can see how it looks. The next thing, I am going to place the front, the lining. I will stitch it at that top, stitch that top, and then stitch that top, and then I'll turn it, but I will not stitch the side and the down. So after everything, you can see how it looks. So I'll turn it and then make sure you can see the down is open. So this cup side, I'll do a top stitch after turning, and then the side and the down is not stitched. Okay, so now let's work on our cups. So for the cups, I added about 1.5 inches around my cups. That's the fabric, yes, because I wanted it to be big. So this is my bra foam, and then I have my thick wadding. So these are the two materials I'm going to be making use of. So after cutting out everything, you can see how all of them, how they look. So I'm taking out the pins from here. The next thing, I'm going to take them like this, 1 and 2. You can see the way I labeled them carefully. And then the side seam, that's the side, the armhole side. So I'll stitch it round. The armhole side also, I label everything so I will not mix cup 1 and cup 2 together. So after everything, you can see I'm stitching them. I'll stitch the wadding separately, and then stitch the bra foam for of the corset. I'll stitch it separately. So these are what I'll use to form the corset cups. I'm forming my own cups. So the next thing is, after joining them together, I'm going to place the wadding inside of the bra foam, so you can see it. And then this is my fabric and my lace. I've joined them together also. You cut it out also for to cover the cups. So I'll place it like this, so you can see the way I'm placing it. You can see my bra cups, they came out really fine. They are standing firm and well. So I'll place this like this, and then make sure that the seam, that they join together, and then I am going to stitch it. I'll secure it down round. Okay, and then you can see after securing it down, the top part, I have about 1/2 of an inch left. So that 1/2 of an inch is what I'll use to turn it. So this is my lining. I'm going to place it like this, and then I'll stitch it from the top and then turn it down and pull it out. Okay, after everything, this is how it looks. So you just turn it and then pull it down, then you stop stitch it. You just stitch it down, that's all. So when you stitch the top side, you turn it, and then you can see how it looks. So now for me to stitch my bra cup to my corset, I'll take my, can you see, with my chalk, I'm trying to mark the dart line and then place my cup. Make sure that the dart line on the bra cup matches with the dart line on your corset bodice. Okay, and then you are going to start stitching. So this point, you are going to stitch it very carefully. You don't need to rush, just take it gently and just stitch it down gradually. It's in a really gradual process. Okay, so you stitch it down gradually like this. So can you see the way I am stitching it? So I'm going to just stitch it gradually that way, and then you turn it. When you are done, you stitch on the other side also. Like I said, don't rush it, just do it neatly and gently, and at the end of the day, you will see it's going to come out looking like this. So you can see it looks good. So I placed it on the mannequin to make sure that I check it, to make sure that it is okay. So before I continued, I made strap of about 7 inches. So that strap, I'm going to place it, I'll just stitch it on my, that line on my bra cup. You can see I'm just going to stitch it that way. So going forward, I'm trying to create a cap sleeve. So for this cap sleeve, in case you don't know how to create a cap sleeve, I have a video of it also, so I'll drop it on the comment sections. So you can see I'm just trying to create a very simple cap sleeve. So after that, I'll cut out my lace also together with it, and then turn it with the lining, and then keep it on the side. Okay, So if you want to register for my online classes, you can see my number on the screen. So this was the lace that I cut out. So this lace that I cut out, I'm going to stitch it at the edge of my corset body. So you can see I'll just stitch it round and then stitch it down. So this is the sleeve after doing it. So I've added all of my eyelets so to check, and then you can see the lace at the down part. Initially that lace I later trimmed it because it was too long, so I had to trim it. I did not like it. So this is my sleeve. So this is how I am going to show you guys how to fix the sleeve. It is not a difficult process, just stitch it, and then the armhole area is going to be open, so you can see from that part like that. So I'm just trying to place it, and then I'll stitch it. Like I said, the armhole area is going to be open, so you are just going to stitch it, turn it round, and then let it finish at the okay. So at the end of the day, you can see how it looks. So like I said initially, my lace was not enough, so I had to use a different tool for the yoke. So it's just a simple yoke. I'll do another extensive videos to show you guys how to actually achieve that kind of yoke. So thank you so much for watching.